Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into another video on TK's Tech Corner. Today we're going to be taking a look at what I think might just be one of the best controller options for iPhones, other than something like the game's Galileo G8, which is a physical controller that is connected to the device, and then you're gaming in really, really good quality on your phone. This here is a slightly different take on these mobile game controllers. Now, it's not a controller itself, it's an accessory which is going to connect to the iPhone. Now, this can connect to any phone, but it's pointless, and I'll explain why in a minute. It will connect to the iPhone, stretch over, like most of the game controllers you've seen on my channel do. But it has rails that allow you to slide on some Joy-Cons. And why is this good? This is good because Joy-Cons are, in my personal opinion, pretty great controllers. I've spent hundreds of hours of Zelda playing just on the Joy-Cons and no issues whatsoever. But iOS, I think after version 12, I'm not sure exactly which version, does natively support using Joy-Cons as a proper controller on your phone. Android, unfortunately, doesn't support this out of the box. You might be able to do some workarounds with it. I haven't really tinkered with it too much, but let's get this thing out of the box. I've got a few games installed on the phone. We'll try them out, see how it works. I think I had paired some Joy-Cons to it before, but nothing to really hold it with. And now this accessory is here. It all of a sudden makes sense to try it. So what you can see here is pretty much what we're used to seeing again with those controllers, where you've got, I think, yeah, okay. So this is quite interesting actually. So you've got something which locks into place, some sort of like a ratchet system, and it locks into place as you extend it. And then when you want to actually tighten the grip on it, you press this button here, and you can see it closes up again. So, and it's pretty snappy. It's got a pretty good resistance when you open it up as well. So I think once the phone's in there, it'd be interesting to see if it holds this phone. It does. It'll be nice and tight. And I've pressed the button anyway, but it looks like this is about as big as it's gonna. Yeah, it's not really gonna get much bigger device than that in there, to be honest. Good thing is I'm able to leave the case on because, as you know, I don't like messing around with cases on phones. And this thing here is from AliExpress. It literally costs a few pound, which is another great thing. So if you've already got Nintendo Switch, you've got Joy-Cons, really, really good option for you to have a nice gaming experience on your iOS devices with little investment, really little investment. Basic box, there's nothing in there other than the controller, this phone bag, and it says it's compatible with iPhone 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, 14 Pro Max, 13, and then all the same ones again, and 12, all the same ones again, and then X, XR, 11, 7, right down to, well, it says 7 Plus and 8 Plus anyway, so there's nothing more to see there. I'm going to put that aside. Let's get this paired up. Now, again, there might be some controllers already paired here, but what I'll do is, for the sake of this video, is I will just unpair them, and then we'll try out some games. Maybe we'll try out some remote play on Xbox as well, just to see how that works. I'm going to go to settings. Now, you have to apologize. I don't normally use iOS devices, so me clicking around on this might be painful. You can see I've got left and right Joy-Cons there previously paired. I'm going to forget them just so that we can start fresh and see what happens. Right. Hopefully this is going to work. So to get the Joy-Cons in pairing mode, there's a little inside the rail, on the inside of the Joy-Con. You can see there's a tiny little pairing button on there. Now hopefully these are charged. I'll do the right Joy-Con first. When I press it, it should start blinking away. And you can see that you hold it for a few seconds. Starts blinking. It's come up on the iPhone straight away as Joy-Con R. So it detects each one individually as a left and right Joy-Con, which it should. I've clicked on that now, and it's connected. Next thing I'm going to do is exactly the same thing with this here. So I'm going to press the button there. That one's come up as your left Joy-Con. You can see this is all pretty seamless, right? It's working really nicely. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do what I should have done right at the beginning, was, so the rails, exactly the same as you've got on the Nintendo Switch. They're metal rails, they're not plastic, which is good, means they're going to be offering some good durability, hopefully, as well. Let's see how these slide in, and hopefully, bit of friction, but then for a few quid, what can you expect? It's actually a really nice fit, so let's just see if they can come out okay. You press the button. Yeah, now they're a bit stiffer than the Switch, but bit of effort, and they do go in and out, right? So it's quite exciting, really. I wish I could have this sort of setup on my Android devices, to be honest, because I would love to use Joy-Cons. I'll probably start looking for controllers. Right, there we go. So that's the setup. As you can see there, it's quite nice. You've got the the iPhone in the middle, the controllers, and then the rails, the mounting rails are a bit taller than the phone, as expected. But overall, it doesn't look that bad. Still quite compact, and from a portability perspective, you can probably buy a very nice small case to throw your Joy-Cons into, throw them in your bag. They're going to be safe, and this thing isn't going to use much space at all. So from a portability perspective, a really portable solution for some games. Let's go and see what I've got on here. So Asphalt 9 supports using a controller. Let's see if it detects this Bluetooth joypad setup and see what happens. So I'm going to go into settings once the game starts up. I don't know if the sound's working or not. It is working. I don't know if the controller is going to work out of the box, but this does support two control modes. Merge accounts. Yeah, let's merge accounts. Keep this one. I have no idea what I've done there, but there we go. I should probably have not bothered because it's trying to do something that I'm not really bothered about for this video. If it takes too long, I'm just going to skip and go into another game. I don't know what it's trying to connect to, that's the problem. Let's give it a minute. Press the home button, it doesn't do anything, and then I might as well click around. Another nice thing on this cheapy device here is they've got a little window here which does allow you to see. I don't know what relevance it would be on this device really, but it does allow you to see which light or the player selection on the actual Joy-Con is active. And the interesting thing here may be that this might actually also fit in a Nintendo Switch. Now that would be a bit weird because you could have these physically connected to the Switch rather than over Bluetooth connection. That really isn't working, so we'll just go into another game. I don't even know how to exit the game on this device. It's going to start up another game. Brawlhalla. Right, system settings or controller preferences. Right, edit controls. Now this is working. So you can see it's detected controller properly. It's coming up with an Xbox controller picture. I should just be able to, so it's telling me what the buttons are. I should be able to just exit out of this and go into an online game. Let's just go to online play. I don't play this game at all. I've probably messed around with it once on a video, no doubt. Let's select it. Now this is weird because the controller doesn't work with player selection here. So I'll just select something. Game room is full. I wonder if I can find something. There must be something I can play. This is in... Right, something's happening. And you can see, I mean, where am I? So this isn't working. It's weird because, and I would say this is the game more than anything else because some of the screens are supporting the controller and some of them aren't. But when it's functioning, you can see it's functioning as a proper controller, as one controller rather than two separate Bluetooth controllers. So not a great display there, unfortunately. Right, and again, I'd say this is probably the game more than anything else, right? It's not working. So what we'll do is we'll skip to another game. Let's skip to... What else have we got? Diablo, maybe? And then this might even need an update because it's probably not been started for so long. If it does, I'll skip to another. Well, I'll go to Game Pass. I'll go to Xbox Game Pass. That will probably be the best test for this. I don't want to drag this on too long. You get the point, right? It's a little... downloading how much? 110 meg. Shouldn't take too long, but then pretty slow connection. Right, okay. So there we go. Starting download. It's not going to take too long, but I wonder if I can leave this downloading in the background maybe. It really would be nice to test it out with something really. Meanwhile, let's go to settings. I can't go to settings either. It's downloading pretty quickly, 50%, 55. I'm going to let it download. It's only going to take a few more seconds, and then we can try it out in Diablo, and then we'll try Game Pass and we'll call it a day. I'll get this out of the way meanwhile. I think it has detected the controller. Allow, and I just want to. I'm trying to get to settings. Repair client. I don't know what that is. There must be some settings here somewhere. Let me just hit repair. Don't know what that's going to do. Might start the game again. Oh, we'll try Sonic as well. I've got Sonic the Hedgehog. That will probably support basic controller input as well. So we'll definitely try that out. It's downloading stuff again. It's doing exactly everything again. I don't know why. Now you can see when I said I don't game on iOS devices, I really don't game on this device. It's not even my phone. I borrowed it off a friend for the purpose of recording this video actually, and I've been meaning to do it for some time. Finally thought I'd get it out of the way, get the phone back to its rightful owner. I'm going to try once more to see how this goes. Right, it's worked. No, it just keeps doing the same thing, so I don't think I'm going to get to play. I'll do tap to play. Aha, it is working. So you can see the joystick working there. I'm just going to do continue as guest because I want to just quickly start playing and see if the controls work absolutely fine or not. Right, it is working. It's accepted my input there as well. No, the game is not starting up. And it is now. Just as you can see, I'm just trying to get into the game as quick as possible. Enter name, T. Right, I'm just going to create a player and start hacking and slashing, I think. This name is taken. T. I'm just going to press some random letters. It's clearly checking online. Awesome game if you haven't played it. I definitely recommend playing it. Really, really good game. Right, let's skip. And let's see how this goes. Right, so as you can see, it's working absolutely fine. Let's follow through. I'm supposed to be going. No. Yes, it's working. There we go. So really, and maybe when I play Xbox, if it works, we'll see just how good this is, right? But for me, I would say if I could have this on an Android device, this would probably be the perfect portable solution because it's not going to take up a lot of space in the bag. You're not going to have to worry about a case for this little tray because you can just throw it in the side pocket or something, right? You're not worried about getting damaged, and you want a nice little carry case to carry your Joy-Con safely. That is it. That's not going to consume any space whatsoever. From a portability perspective, I think you're winning. Right, that's working absolutely fine. I want to go on to Xbox and let's just try some remote play. Let's see if that works. Remote play on this device. So Xbox app normally complains if it doesn't detect a controller. It shouldn't complain because it is going to detect a controller. So this is just streaming from downstairs. It's not connected. Now that is working absolutely fine. No complaints about controller whatsoever. Let's fire up Forza quickly and see how that works. I should be able to try it now. If it lags, this is nothing to do with the phone or the controllers. It's just, well, controller disconnected, it says. Oh, it's probably talking about another controller, right? This is definitely working fine. And let's just go back. working fine, as you can see. Now this device is an older iOS device. It's not connected via Wi-Fi 6. I expect there to be some sort of latency or lag between myself and the console, so you'll probably see a bit of delay in the controls. I'm going to blame that on the slower Wi-Fi connection more than the Bluetooth latency connecting to the device. But as you can see, that works absolutely fine as well. So again, this is functioning as one controller, right? This is something you can't do on the Android device, unfortunately. Perfect, right? Even that worked. Home button does not work, which is absolutely fine. It's not a problem. So let's get out of here. Let's quickly go back there. Yeah, let's quit the game. That's good enough. The console will go off. And what else can we try? Let's just try out Sonic the Hedgehog as well. Oh, mind you, we could get really adventurous and... No, we can't because I'm not signed in, so I'm not going to sign in now. PS Remote Play. It probably won't work because it wants a controller that it's going to be happy with. So I'm going to go on to Sonic. This is working. Straight away. Now, free version, it's got ads. So we'll just pass the ads by. It shouldn't take too long, and then we can get on with testing it out. I'm using the wrong button, clearly. Yes, I am. I'm using a back button. It's working. It's responsive. No, this is a really good example, right, of just how well this works. Right, you can. There's literally no latency between me and the controllers here, the phone and the controllers at all. D-pad's also working absolutely fine. And we got an ad. So you get the idea. It works absolutely fine. Joy-Cons work with iOS perfectly. This tray allows you to use the Joy-Cons with your phone very comfortably. You're getting a Switch-like experience here on an iPhone. Now it's just a matter of what games are available to play right on these devices. But you know, and if it was an Android device, you could be sticking emulators and all sorts of stuff on it. You're a bit more restricted here, I think. And again, don't shoot me down, but I don't use iOS devices, so I don't know what is the art of the possible and what is not without going to lengths. I don't know how much you can achieve, but there you go. You get the idea. We've got Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons connected to an iOS device with a very, very nice cheap tray that costs you literally a few quid. If you want the link, let me know. I'll send it to you. I may just stick it in the description on the video, but ultimately you get the idea. You're getting a really, really awesome gaming experience. And I think of all the controllers I've checked, ever done reviews on my channel, this probably wins hands down all day long in terms of portability. On that note, if you've got any questions about this device, please ask them in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. Really appreciate the support I get for my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.